Reading an article in the Washington Post. Motel 6 gave guest list to ICE agents looking for Latino sounding names, lawsuit alleged. In other words, these companies are selling people out. If you seem like you got a Latino name, you can be illegal. You can be legal. They're going to give you a list out. Can't trust nobody. Can't trust them. People are ratting you out. This sounds like what the people did in Germany when it came to the Jews. A lot of the Jews look white. You can tell whether they were full-blooded 100% Aryan race. So what happened? We'll let you stay at our hotel. We'll let you come in our restaurant. At the same time, we're ratting you out. The hotel chain Motel 6 routinely gave federal immigration agent guest lists with personal information that it used to make arrests. The hotel chain Motel 6 routinely gave federal immigration agent guest lists with personal information that is used to make arrests, according to lawsuit filed on Wednesday by Washington Attorney General. The hotel chain Motel 6 routinely gave federal immigration agents a guest list with personal information on it. And they used that information to make arrests, according to a lawsuit filed on Wednesday by Washington Attorney General. At least 6 Motel 6 locations in the state provided the information to U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents known as ICE. Some nearly on a daily basis without any reason, suspicious, probable cause, or search warrant. The lawsuit charged it. Agents would then single out guests by their national identity, at times circling Latino-sounding names on the list, according to the court complaint. At least 6 guests were detained at or near the motel in the state of Washington as a result of the practice. Attorney General Bob Ferguson said in the statement that 4 Motel 6 locations in Washington were responsible for turning over the information of more than 9,000 guests, the lawsuit alleged. A number Ferguson office said it expected to increase significantly as information emerged through the lawsuit. In a statement on Wednesday night, Reza Rekhoff, a spokeswoman for Motel 6 parent company G6 Hospitality, pointed to a directive that the company issued in September against the practice in response to news reports of Arizona. Motel 6 take this matter very seriously, and we have and will continue to fully cooperate with the Office of the State Attorney General, the statement said. Filed in State Superior Court on Wednesday, Ferguson complaint sketches out the informal policy he said facilitated the release of the guest information at the Motel 6 location. ICE agents who are tasked with arresting people who are not legal residents for deportation would be given a guest list from the hotel reception along with the form to sign confirming the list receipt. The roster included information such as guest driver license number, room number, date of birth, and license plate number. Wow. That's personal. That violates every identity theft law you can think of. The guest list practice at some Motel 6 location dates to at least 2015. According to the lawsuit, which alleged the company violated the Consumer Protection Act, as well as state laws against discrimination based on national origin, and a bunch of identity theft laws. The Attorney General Office is hoping to recoup civil penalties as much as $2,000 per guest whose rights were violated. The Attorney General Office said it was prompt to investigate after the local news report about similar practices at Motel 6 location in Arizona in September. The Phoenix News-Times reported that ICE agent made at least 20 arrests at 2 Motel 6 locations in the period date from February 2017 after the outcry sparked by the report. The company apologized and issued a directive to its more than 1,400 locations that they are prohibited from voluntarily provided daily guest lists to ICE. Though the company said it was a local issue, Ferguson said his office investigation had shown that not to be the case. According to the Columbian, a newspaper in the southern part of Washington, one woman believes that her father, Ramon Flores Garcia, may have been deported because of the practice. Flores Garcia, who had lived in the United States for about 20 years, was detained by ICE agent on Valentine's Day last year after he was stopped near Motel 6, where he was staying. The Washington Attorney General's office cited a state Supreme Court ruling that found guest registry information was private and not subject to random searches. ICE, which is not a party to the lawsuit, said that as a matter of practice, it does not comment on the source of enforcement leads. The agency immigration enforcement action are targeted and lead. The agent immigration enforcement action are targeted and lead driven, prioritizing individuals who pose a risk to our community, says a statement distributed by spokesman Daniel Bennett. It's worth noting that hotels and motels have frequently been exploited by criminal organizations engaged in highly dangerous illegal enterprise, including human trafficking and human smuggling. But it doesn't matter, because you can't assume all these people are doing bad. And the nerves of you to take a private guest list, you take that's information private. And they need to get together and do a class action lawsuit on all. They need to do a class action lawsuit and get more money than just as measly a few $1,000s. You violated identity theft policy. You violated all kind of privacy policies. It's very unethical. And if your business doing that, shame on you. I live in New York. ICE is always rounding people up all the time. But you don't need to be ratting people out. And a lot of time it be your own people that's ratting you out. It's not cool. If that ever happened to you, I will tell you to go see your attorney, because you might have a law case. I'm an identity theft instructor by trade, outside of my activism in this show. That is a direct violation of several identity theft laws. If this ever happened to you, hire your attorney, or come get with me. I can find you one. I'll help you. All right, so this is just crazy. What they're doing is old late Nazi stuff, how people ratted out the Jews. They're doing the same thing. They're riding out the Hispanic, harding them off in the car and take them to an ICE agency and leave them packed in, jammed in like tunnel rats, like Israel is doing to the Africans there. And then eventually, God forbid this won't ever happen, but hey, that's what happened in the concentration camp. They took them there to be detained. These people thought one day they're going to get out. No, one day you're going to get burned. This is sad, okay? You have to push back against this stuff, people. They don't supposed to be doing this to you. Hey, thank you for watching the webcast. By all means, make sure you like, subscribe, and share these videos. Go to YouTube right now and hit the notification button and hit the subscribe. And if you're interested in supporting the channel, by all means, there's a Patreon link. I will put a PayPal link, and the money toward that goes toward equipment, things like that. And last but not least, make sure you look at two sections down below. One is called Get to Know LS, the membership. The other one is Get to Know LS, the opportunity. What do you mean LS? LS is a program that called Legal Shield that I am an independent representative of. That company has nothing to do with my views. I fell in love with this program about a decade ago. I've been doing this for over a decade, offering the services to people to benefit and connecting people to the services, putting them in a position where equal justice under the law is not just on the Supreme Court building. It's actually becoming a reality in their lives by having this membership. And with this organization, not only will you be able to know about your rights in a certain area, but you'll know about how to exert and execute your right with the power of attorney, top-rated attorney, backing you no matter where you go, without worrying about all this money coming out your pocket and things like that. So get to know LS, the member, financially. You can help contribute to this program by becoming a member. Some of the proceeds of being a member of LS goes toward Freedom on Fire and the Rob Report. I'm Robert Bob TV Brown. I thank you for being a huge support to what we do here. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.